Hi, yogis. It is the last day of 2020. Woo! That is a cause for celebration for lots of reasons. But I don't want to be trite about the intensity of loss that many people have endured this year. And so I want to be respectful of that as well as we consider this time for reflection on 2020 being closing out and the hope and opportunity we're seeing in 2021. So this final practice is going to be a slow yin style class where we'll hold our poses for a longer duration of time, giving us really purposeful practice at working on our breathing and being mindful of how we're treating our bodies. I did just recently post to the channel sort of my thoughts and reflections on closing out 2020 and starting 2021. And so hopefully you'll have the opportunity to take a look at that. It includes some scripture for you to reflect on and maybe hang on to for the new year. But what I would like to read for you now is another cute little quote from a book my mom gave me, Life in the Sloth Lane, Slow Down and Smell the Hibiscus. And it's full of thoughtful, inspirational quotes from lots of different sources and lots of different people. And the one I want to use today for our practice was one by a woman by the name of Sonia Rakati. And she says, surrender to what is. Let go of what was. Have faith in what will be. Perfect New Year's Eve quote. Perfect way to conclude our 2020 lives. And so I'm going to invite you in this yin practice, which will be short, maybe 20, 30 minutes. Find yourself a comfortable seat. Maybe close your eyes. Start to notice your breath. And maybe as we're sitting here, noticing our breathing, getting ready for this practice, think about your intention. Maybe one of the words in that quote resonated with you. Words like surrender, thinking about the hope and opportunity for the future, letting things be, not looking back, moving forward. As we focus here on our breath, slowly start to engage the muscles of your pelvic floor. They're literally the muscles under your sit bones right now, just inside of that. So as you slowly engage those muscles and you inhale, the breath has no choice but as it fills your belly area, then your lungs, to lift your heart and have an upward expansion in your chest. That's why we engage that pelvic floor, to stop the energy flow from dropping out, but to help it lift our hearts and our light. So as you inhale, think about that. And as you exhale, letting go of what no longer serves you, surrendering to what is going on around us, setting our intention of hope and opportunity for the future. Future is just these next few moments here on your mat as you reset. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Gently blink your eyes open on your next inhale. Sweep your arms up towards the sky. Tilt your chin upward to the sun. Exhale, hands, heart, center. About 2 more breaths like that. Inhale, sweeping up, lifting yourself up high. Exhale, hands, heart, center. 1 more inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, hands, heart, center. Good. Inhale, twist to the right. So take your left hand to the outside of your right knee, your right hand behind you. Maybe if you're sitting on a cushion, you can even have a block behind you to prop your hand on. Focusing on that twist through your low spine, starting in your sit bone, moving up through your lumbar spine. Maybe if it feels okay, carry that twist all the way through your thoracic and cervical spine, gazing over your right shoulder. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your chin back to center, then undo your twist. Reset with a reach up on an inhale. Exhale, hands, heart, center. Let's switch the crisscross of our feet. So however you were sitting, switch it. We tend to have a position of comfort. And so this new and different position may require you to have a different block or have a different setup, but inhale, fix your posture. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand comes to the outside of the left knee. Left hand comes behind you to prop you up. Lengthen your spine. Feel that rotation start from your sit bones through your lumbar spine. Extend all the way up through your thoracic spine to your cervical spine. Gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, chin to center and undo that twist. On an inhale, roll your shoulders up. Exhale, back and down. So we're just slowly waking up our bodies a little bit, preparing for this yin practice where we'll hold some stretches a little bit longer. Switch the direction of those shoulder rolls. Maybe make the sweeping arm movements bigger, adding some wrist rotation as you do that. Good. Hands come down to your side. Inhale, reach. Grab your left wrist with your right hand, leaning to the right side, keeping an attention that your sit bones are down and grounded while you lengthen and elongate this left side body. Drop your right hand down to the ground, maybe even coming down onto your forearm. As you keep those sit bones glued to the ground, extend your left arm up over by your ear. Tilt your chin to the sun. Inhale. Exhale, come back through center. Inhale, reach. We're going to switch our sides. So grab your right wrist with your left hand. As you exhale, lean to the left. Keep those sit bones grounded. Feel a lengthening in your left side body as you gently distract that arm. Maybe on your next inhale, drop your hand to your side. Maybe coming down to your elbow, your forearm, a block. Keep those sit bones glued to the ground as you inhale and lengthen that right side body. Tilt your chin to the sky. Exhale, coming back through center. A few cat and cow here in our seat. Inhale, lift your heart, lengthen your spine. Maybe lift your gaze. Exhale, rounding your spine. But if you keep your hands on the front of your knees, you get this nice stretch and distraction across your shoulder blades. Maybe sit into one side and then the other. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your chest, lift your gaze, shine your light. Exhale, rounding down. We're going to bring this into a circle. So as you inhale, come to the right, come forward, arching that back, opening your heart. And as you exhale, come to the left, rounding your spine down, tucking that tailbone all the way to the back. So inhale brings you to the right, and then forward, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale brings you to the left and to the back side. Switch direction. Inhale, left, forward, up, lift your heart. Exhale, right, back and down. Good. In the center this time, inhale, lift. Exhale, come back to neutral. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Bring your right hand over your head towards your left ear. Bring your left hand down to the side, maybe even under your sit bone, so you can bring your right ear to your right shoulder, stretching through the left side of your neck. Maybe tilt your chin down a little bit. Maybe tilt it up a little bit. Wherever you feel that sweet spot of a nice stretch. Inhale. Exhale, release your grip. Bring your chin back to center. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Inhale here. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, sweep your arms back up, lift your gaze. We're going to switch sides. So left hand comes across the top of your head towards your right ear. Your right arm maybe comes underneath your right sit bone as you're feeling a very gentle stretch through the right side of your neck. Again, you can tilt your gaze slightly down or up to modify the location of that stretch in your neck, being very gentle and careful not to overstretch. Inhale. Exhale, undo, come back through center. Good, we're gonna take the opportunity now. Make sure you have your blocks and your straps nearby. We're gonna come into a seated butterfly pose. So for this, I like to have just a little bit of support underneath my sits bones so that as I bring the soles of my feet together, I can kind of just fall off the front of that meditation cushion or block or pillow or blanket, whatever you have propping your hips. This allows your hips to fall open into an anterior pelvic tilt, letting your legs come into more of an open external rotation. And then you have the choice here. You can take your hands, placing them on your upper thigh, which is your femur, and gently pressing down, kind of pressing down and out towards the knees to really distract from that hip joint. Open that hip joint. Keep your pelvis anteriorly tilted, so maybe it feels like a little arch in your back as your head is aligned over your shoulders and your hips. You can also clasp your hands around your ankles, and you can use your elbows to press those legs open a little bit. And if this is feeling uncomfortable and your legs are pretty high up in the air, give them some support. So put blocks or pillows under your knees so that your hips can be very supported and relaxed, and they will gently open, and you will gently find that over time, because you're supporting your body and you're meeting it where it's at, you'll improve in your flexibility. That right there is also a magnificent life lesson. Support yourself and others where they're at, providing opportunity for growth. Pretty solid. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hinge forward at your hips into that seated butterfly pose. Maybe walking your hands out in front. This is kind of a nice place. You can place blocks. Rest your forearms on these blocks. Opens your hips even more as you're coming here. You can just drop your head and your chin so it's heavy. Feeling a stretch all the way across your back side and your neck and your back. Letting those hips just fall open. Maybe 5 breaths here. When you're ready, gently lifting your gaze, walking yourself back up to your seat, placing your hands under your knees so that you can lift your legs to close them like a book. Slide off that support surface, bringing your legs out in front, wide to the edges of your mat. Gently just windshield wiper them side to side, neutralizing that spine, relaxing those feet and hips that you just stretched out. And from this seat, we're going to come into a nice long sit. So wiggle yourself all the way on back to the back of your side of your mat. If you have blocks or a strap nearby, that's good to have with you. We're going to work on our forward fold sequence. So first, make sure you're sitting, move that flesh out from underneath you. You're solid on your sits bones. Your legs are extended in front of you and they maintain being active. So actively flex those feet, pull your toes back towards your nose. And if this is uncomfortable, you can put a really healthy bend into your knees so you maintain your seat alignment and the activity of your feet. And if this is still uncomfortable, you can kind of frog leg the legs a little bit so they can kind of fall open. Lots of places where you can provide yourself support. You can put block or bolster or pillows underneath to support those bent knees. You can place blocks on the outside, so if you're slightly rolling open, that's also okay. And on your inhale, lengthen your spine, lift your arms, reaching up and forward. And as you exhale, hinge forward at your hips first. And where that stops, then just let your arms drape down, let your head and neck hang heavy. And so we've initiated that forward fold at our hips so that the emphasis can be on stretching the hamstring muscle, which runs from the back of your knee across the back of your hip, helps extend your hip and bend your knee. So when we have our hips and knees in the opposite position, we're really providing opportunity for length. Get comfortable here for 5 long breaths. If it feels better, you can use a strap draped around your feet, and you can slowly ease yourself into that forward fold. Also, opportunity here to eventually work your way out of that block and that support to provide more length on the back side of your legs, back side of your hips. Let your head hang heavy. No judgment. Meeting yourself right here today on your mat. Inhale, lengthening your spine. Exhale, come on back up tall to your seat. Good. Let's roll those ankles out a little bit. On an inhale, bring your left leg in, so you're bending your left knee, but you want your left foot to meet the inside of your right thigh. So you're letting that hip roll open, and if it's not supported on the ground, you can put a block or a pillow or a bolster underneath it. As we make sure you're still solid on your sit bone, bring your alignment, so your nose and the center of your chest twisting slightly to the right so that it's lined up with that flexed right toe. So inhale, lengthen, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold first from your hips, then letting your body just drape down underneath you. You can use the same bolster, pillow, or block underneath your right knee that you had previously. You can be hooking that right foot with a strap so that the emphasis again is on hinging forward at your hip. More emphasis on the right hamstring this time as we open that left hip. Just a few breaths here. Inhale, rolling your spine on up. We're going to move this out to the side. So maybe hook your strap on your right foot, and I want you to lift that right leg and move it out to the side. So now what we have is our left leg is bent and the sole of our foot's coming towards the center of our body. Our right leg is out long. You can keep a strap attached to that right foot if you like. Inhale, your left arm sweeps up, and as you exhale, holding onto that strap, you're going to fold over to the right side. Maybe this right arm comes to the inside of your leg. Maybe your left hand can reach that right toe. Try and keep some upward rotation in your chest. Lifting your heart, if that means letting go of your toe, do that to promote your alignment, your opening. Continue your breath. And gently just melt into that side bend to the right, feeling a lengthening in your left side body. Your next inhale sweeps you up, bringing that right leg back to the center. Undoing that left leg, shake those legs out in front of you. We're going to switch sides. This time bending your right knee, bringing your right sole of your foot to the inside of that left thigh. If this leg requires a different modification, enable yourself to do that. The right side and the left side, although they may look the same on the outside, they might not feel the same on the inside. That's okay. Rotate your body slightly so your nose and the center of your chest lines up with that left big toe. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, hinging at the hip, forward folding. Again, all your options to support your body and meet yourself where you're at in this practice. We're going to stay here for 5 slow breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Pressing that right knee down a little straighter. As you exhale, roll on up to your seat. Maybe hook your left foot with a strap so that what we can do is lift it up and out to the side. Now, keeping this right leg still bent with your right foot towards the center of your body, your left leg out and open, hooking that foot, holding onto the strap with the left hand. Inhale, the right arm up, and as you exhale, you're side bending to the left. Keeping your sits bones down on the ground, keeping that right leg pressing open at the hip, feeling a lengthening from your right fingertip to your right sits bone. Rotate that chin upward towards the sun, shine your light, open your heart. Inhale. Exhale, fold deeper. Maybe you can grab your left toe with your right hand. I cannot, but maybe you can. Inhale. Exhale, sweep it back up. Bring that left leg back in. Extend your right leg long. Shake those legs out. We're going to move into a little bit of a twist. So let's start. Bend your right leg in. I like to cross it over the left and then tuck my left underneath me so I'm really nice and tightly twisted up. And I'm on my left sit bone and my right sit bone is on my left heel. You can take your right hand, place it behind you. Your left hand on an inhale lengthens you. As you exhale, twist to the right, maybe bringing your left elbow to the outside of your right knee, twisting from your lumbar spine all the way up to the crown of your head, gazing over your right shoulder. 5 breaths here. Maybe on each exhale, twisting a little bit deeper. Twisting allows a compression of our inner organs, allows to wring out what no longer serves our body, and with every exhale, letting go of that. Inhaling the hope and the promise of tomorrow, maybe of another opportunity. Inhale. exhale, chin to center, undo your twists, uncross your legs. We're going to do the other side. So this time my left knee bends in, crosses over my right leg. My right knee bends, tucks underneath me, so I'm on my right sit bone. My left sit bone is on my left heel. My left arm comes behind me. My right arm inhales up. As I exhale, twist to the left, right elbow outside, left knee twisting from the bottom of my support system. At this point is my sit bones, all the way through my spine, right out through the crown of my head, lengthening my body, opening and shining my heart. Opportunity for growth, opportunity for hope, opportunity to love. Inhale. Exhale, gaze center, undo your twist. We're going to go ahead, windshield wiper those legs side to side, just neutralizing your spine. We're going to come into a supported, just nice and friendly inversion. So your choices are going to be either a supported bridge or supported with your legs up the wall. So kind of rolling down one vertebrae at a time onto your mat. And for your supported bridge, your legs are bent. You're going to inhale, lifting your hips, and exhale, you can place a block at any height that suits you underneath those hips. Your other option is from this bridge position, then go ahead and extend those legs up so they're long, but they're not working. They're just up in the air, like they're being floated up by helium balloons. There's no effort. Close your eyes. Let the fluid flow just very gently and easily back towards your heart in these supported inverted positions. They relax you. They are calming. It's a nice reset for your nervous system. Take another 5 to 7 breaths here in this supported inversion. When you're ready, if your legs are up, gently bend your knees, bringing your feet down one at a time to meet people on the bridge. From supported bridge, lift your hips just enough to get that block out. Coming down to the ground, tucking those knees in to give yourself one more hug. You can tuck your chin up towards those knees. Rolling side to side if that feels good to you. We're going to take one more supine twist here. So keep your right knee in, extend your left leg long, bring your right knee across your body, extend your right arm, look at your right hand. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale brings you back to center. Exhale, switch your legs. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, fold that left leg across your body in a twist. Extend your right, extend your left arm. Gaze at your left hand. Inhale, come back to center. One more hug. We're going to roll up to our seats and just share with each other opportunity for a final meditation here, meditation moment, I guess I should say, to close our practice of 2020 together. Close your eyes, find your comfortable seat. I'm going to reread to you how we started our practice. A quote from Sonia Riccati: surrender to what is. Let go of what was. Have faith in what will be. I'm grateful for this opportunity to lead you in this practice. I'm grateful for the opportunity in this pandemic of 2020 to have been able to start a YouTube yoga channel, practice with you in your homes. I'm grateful for the trust that you have placed within me to guide you in this practice. I'm thankful that you've chosen to align your body, because then I believe your mind and your spirit and your emotional status will follow suit. Come back to your intention that you set at the beginning of this session. And on an inhale, sweep your arms up toward the sky, tilt your chin to the sun, open your eyes, reach for all that you desire. Exhale, hands, heart center. Let go of what no longer serves you. Friends, this is it, our last class of 2020. I'm so grateful for this opportunity to be with you right now. I wish you the happiest of New Year's. I wish you faith and hope and love in 2020. It's customary to always close our practice by saying Namaste. It means the light and the love inside of me sees, honors, and cherishes the light and the love inside of you. Namaste, friends. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely new year. Be safe, be healthy, be happy. Spread your light.